Hi, this is Mark, and I am in Burlingame. And I actually just had met with private clients that I teach yoga to. This husband and wife, and they own they founded a company, a startup company that I also teach at. And I was finished, and I was thinking, I wish there was a park or something I could go walk to do the reading. And then I just started walking a little bit and found this park. So I don't know what park it is, but it's some big park here in Burlingame. Lots of people are out here, and I'm doing the reading from the Golden Present Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. This is for September 30th, and the topic is, what is it that you have gained? Bondage and liberation are within you. You bind yourself and you have to liberate yourself. If you don't want to part with something and depend on that for your happiness, then you are not independent. What is independence? Not to depend on anything at any time. A few centuries ago, a chief minister of a country suddenly got into a spirit of renunciation and said, "I don't want to possess anything anymore. I just want to be free." So he renounced his job and his house and said, "The sky is my roof, the whole world is my house, and God is my Father." Then he went and sat in front of a temple. You can hear the siren in the background. Saying a prayer, hope everyone is all right. He had been a very nice, capable chief minister. When he suddenly left everything, the king... Then he went and sat in front of the temple. He had been a very nice, capable chief minister. When he suddenly left everything, the king became upset and sent a messenger asking the minister to come back. But the minister said, "No, I am no longer interested in that job." Then the king decided to go see the minister himself. He found where the minister was sitting and stood in front of him. "Swami?" "Yes." "Do you recognize me?" "Yes, I recognize you." "Please tell me what it is that you have gained by leaving everything to sit here like this." The minister looked at the king and said, "Until yesterday, I was standing and you were sitting. Today, I am sitting and you are standing." That is the first gain. That is the greatness of renouncing your selfish life. You will not be afraid of anyone. If you're honest, you will be fearless. And when you're fearless, you're powerful. Ego will never make you powerful. You may appear to be powerful. Go ahead. You're just going to get to hear me do a reading. And you can join in too if you want. You may appear to be powerful, but you are not truly powerful. The most egoistic people are the most fearful people because they are constantly afraid of getting their ego hurt. They want to get everything they want, and if something is denied, immediately they get hurt. But a selfless person who is honest and has a clear mind, who is a righteous person, is always powerful. He doesn't need to worry about anybody. So I have to come back to the topic here. What is it that you have gained? Because I think it's important in this first sentence, bondage and liberation are within you, to remember that this experience that we all have, we co-create. I think that there's definitely a creator force, a divine force that's helping guide us to recognize what our karma is in this lifetime and to be able to follow through and take care of that as best we can with whatever awareness we can, if we're even choosing to think that way. Some of us, I truly think that there's some people who are just able to be here in this world and they're just completely having fun. They feel liberated. They don't need to practice yoga or meditation or follow any disciplined practice. They're just present. They're enjoying their life, and I have several friends like that, and they don't have a yoga practice or spiritual practice of any kind. But for those of us that do recognize, we have some kind of a purpose of being here, then I think it's helpful to recognize that this ability to become liberated and this ability to become enslaved to our own thinking. Something that we have a choice. Now, whenever he talks about renunciation and renouncing the selfish life, it can be triggering, I think, for a lot of people because we are attached to certain comforts. We maybe have worked really hard and we like the fact that we now have certain things, or we can acquire certain things, or have the ability to acquire certain things. So to imagine giving all that up, it seems like it's giving up all that we worked hard to try to get. But then we come back to that question, what is it that you have gained? You know, what really is important to you? If having all the material things is important, then you'll continue to amass them until they lose their importance. If having peace in your life is important, then you'll work hard to figure out how can you maintain your peace and still be in of the world. You don't have to renounce the whole world. Remove yourself from this human existence. I think even having this human form, there can be a divine purpose to that. And I've heard it said it's only through having a body that we can actually reach spiritual enlightenment, because there is a process. You know, if we already were to be spiritually enlightened beings, we wouldn't have a body anymore. So we have this body to, you know, reach that gain. The most egoistic people are the most fearful people because they're constantly afraid of getting their ego hurt. And I like how he mentioned, you know, you can reach that point where if you're honest, you will be fearless. And I feel like that's something that inspired me in some of the transitions I'm making in my life, to move away and move towards, you know, move away things that I feel like are distracting me and aren't helping me expand into the spaces that I want to be in, and then move towards the ones that I feel like are helping me and nurturing that part of myself that is longing for this. And it's a process, because sometimes, you know, we may not always know what that is. So taking any step forward and evaluating and listening in, I feel like is useful. Okay, so that's going to be my share for today. I think more people might want to use this picnic bench, and I hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.